how do you get into white crane spreads its wings. So you watch first, okay, and then we'll put words to it. This is the commencing form for the 24. We part the wild horse's mane 3 times. So Al's question was, how do you get to the transition movement of white crane spreads its wings? You saw that after we parted the wild horse's mane in the 10 form, we moved into cloud hands. In the 24, it sets us up so that we now have to hold our ball on a half step. You see that my back foot is only on its toes. That's called a half step. When I spin my ball and sit back on my back foot, I lift up the right hand, and the counterbalance is to lift up my left foot, and white crane now spreads its wings on its toes. Okay, let's try that. So let's face the clock and start commencing form, and then you'll see me when we face the bulletin board. Okay, commencing form, shift weight, open, rotate, up, deep breath, push down, hold your ball on a T stance. We're going to part the wild horse's mane. Out and to the side, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold your ball. L stance, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, sit down. Third parting of the wild horse's mane. We are going slowly. Half step forward, hold your ball for better balance. Sit back on your back foot, lift up your right hand, lift up your left foot, place it down, white crane spreads its wings. Then we said, how do you bisect your body? So you're going to bisect your body using your top hand, but you're going to bisect it like in your dantian area, 2 inches below your navel. So you're going to move that front top hand, right hand, and you're going to bisect. And then you're going to come up as a parallel and higher. But this time you're going to lift up the front foot, put it on its heel, and brush your knee. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, parallel higher, ear, heel, hand, turn the hips and waist, brush knee, 2. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, parallel higher, ear, heel, hand, turn the hips and waist, brush knee, 3. We're going into a transition called playing our lute. Half step forward, sit back on our back foot, reposition our hands to our toe of the left foot, set it on its heel, and play our lute. So this is setting us up for repulsing of the monkey. Why? Because we have this front foot weightless so that it could go backwards. So right away, when we play our lute, the weight is all on our back foot. So once we do this, we can then safely come up. And then the ball of the foot, repulse 1. Center, weight on the back, lift up. This is a backwards Tai Chi walk. We do it 4 times. Center, look at your backhand, that's higher. Lift up, off the ground, toe, heel. Pivot on the ball of your foot as you slide forward and slide back. Last one, center, glance at your backhand that's higher, weight on the back, lift up, ear, toe, heel, pivot, slide. Hold your ball on a T stance. We can go on and we can grasp the bird's tail. Out on your heel, ward off. Turn the hips and waist, grasp the bird's tail. So you're in a different orientation. You're not used to maybe, you know, how you're positioned, but it's the same thing. Grasping of the bird's tail remains the same in all forms. Sit back, sit down, right hand on the bottom, right foot ready to go. Out on the knell, push your opponent away, turn your hips and waist, Grasp the bird's tail, pull down, pull back, look back. Turn, square contact, push. Separate and roll back. And roll forward. Now